Guys, so today I'm going to be telling you all of the horses in their hands so you guys can get to know the horses. So we're going to start with Dotame. She is one of my favorite horses. She is a Knotstropper and she has a wild spirit, let's just say, because Lisa found her from the auction house and she was about to get killed. So she took her in and now this is her project horse. So yeah, she's pretty, she's good at jumping, but she's also kind of hard to handle. The next horse we have is Shadow. He is a quarter horse. And he's kind of like Dotame over there. He is wild-spirited, will only let Lisa ride him, and he is amazing at jumping and running, and he's just a wonderful horse, if you know how to ride him. This is Carrie, the other Knotstropper. She is the older version. She is calm, she's a schooling pony, one of the main schooling ponies, and she just has a really calm nature, and she's really good if you're a beginner. This, you can tell that she's an old horse because she actually has a year she was made. They stopped doing that a long time ago. It says she was made in 2006, so she's extremely old. But yeah, she's still a good schooling pony. This is a Knotstropper stallion. His name is Dawn. He's like a frisky schooling pony. Well, frisky schooling horse, and he's really good if you're an intermediate rider, I would say, because he's a little frisky like a mule. But this is Dawn. And he has still a very strong heart. This is Danger, one of the Frisians. He is very kind, and he's like a private horse, but sometimes he's used for dressage, schooling horses, and he has been in very many shows, and he's won most of them. But this is Danger, the very kind Frisian. This is his brother, Flight Knight. This is Danger's brother, Flight Knight. He's another Frisian. He's pretty much the same as Danger, except he's a little more frisky. And this is one of the horses we got at Murdoch's. I don't know what breed he is. Same with his mate's Caliber. But this is Dusty. He's very sweet, soft, and just loving. This is his mate, Caliber. She is almost the same like him. We got her at Murdoch's. She's soft. She's a good schooling pony too, and they're just almost identical. This is Penny the pony. She is like any other ordinary pony. She is frisky, she bucks a lot, but she's also a good schooling pony at times. So she's very kind and just a good schooling pony. This is Indigo, the American Paint Mare. She is a good schooling horse. She's very sweet and good for beginners, and she's just a gentle horse. This is Midnight, the old version of the Frisian mare. She is from 2005, oldest horse we have, and she is just really sweet, good for schooling, and she's just amazing. It's really hard to see. Guys, it's really hard to see, but it says 2005. This is Eclipse, the Hanoverian mare. She is very kind. She is a school horse. She's very fancy. She's been in very many shows, and she's just a show horse. This is Allegra, the Lippy Zanner. She is a dressage horse. She's been in very many shows, but she's still sweet. But she's pretty much just another show horse. This is Garnet. She is the oldest horse. She was made in 2000s. Very, very old. And she's just loving. She's a good school horse, and she's almost retired. See? 2000. Old horse. She is the Tennessee Walker's mare. Her name is Savannah. She's a really good jumper, and she's just a jumping show horse. This is Tahoe, the Hanoverian Stallion. He is a good Western horse. He's also good at jumping, and he's just also a good schooling pony. This is Gypsy, our Gypsy Vanner mare. She is a good school horse. She's just good for joyrides. This is Ranger, the Gypsy Vanner or Tinker horse stallion. He is pretty old. He is good for joyrides and also okay for shows, and he's just a good school horse. This is the 2015, I believe, Frisian mare. Her name is Scarlet, and she's good for shows and even for schooling. So she's just very loving and kind and just a good horse. This is Gunner, the American Paint Stallion. He's the older version, and he's good for Western riding, Western schooling, and he's just a good horse in general. This is Cliff, the quarter horse stallion. He is kind of wild, kind of not. He's just a good intermediate to experienced horse. This is Buddha, the Arabian Stallion. He's a typical Arabian. He's not a schooling horse. He's way too wild for that, and he still needs a lot of work. This is Diamonds, the Arabian mare. She is his mate, and she is not a typical mare Arabian because she's kind of sweeter, she's nicer, she's a good schooling horse for intermediate riders, and she's good at jumping and endurance. This is Caspian, our rearing Mustang stallion. He is wild, but he's still good at jumping, and if you can get through his tough outer layer, you can get into his soft heart, and he is really, really a sweet horse deep inside. This is Comanche, our Shire stallion. He is wild, he's crazy, but he's sweet deep inside, and he's good at jumping, and he's very loving to very few people. This is Dakota, our Gypsy Vanner or Tinker stallion. He is a good schooling horse, and he's okay at jumping, considering he's a Gypsy Vanner, and he's just very loving and a good schooling horse. This is the 2007 Tennessee Walker Stallion. His name is Golden, and he's really wild, like his brother, the 2015 Stallion, Avalon. And they're both wild, only love certain people, and only let them ride them. And they're just wild horses. This is our very last horse, Blaze the Persian stallion. He is almost retired. He's very old and he's stubborn like a mule. And he's good for for experienced riders if you want to torture them pretty much. Well, he's like a stubborn horse. The last two of today are our misfits. Here's the zebra. She is like a zebra, so not able to be ridden, but we're still going to try to train her. And then her donkey friend, Princess, who is a donkey. You can sort of ride them, but they give each other company because the horses can't.